Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. This is your guy, DeMarcus, here with your motivational morning with the Beta Project. And you can find us, if you're following us on YouTube, at Humble and Focused, all one word on YouTube. You can always come find us if you can't get on Facebook. We're always there. So here, let's get started. Today is May 13, 2019, and our title for today is That Curse of Yours. And today's quote is, "There is no darkness but ignorance." So we're gonna go right into this. I'm gonna bring you online here. Hey, what's going on? Let me go ahead and lower you. Bam. Don't need to see my ceiling. No need to. How you doing today? I hope you're doing well, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. Hope you had a great Mother's Day. To all those mothers out there that I didn't get a chance to say hello to or say Happy Mother's Day to, you know I appreciate you. Without you, we don't exist. I'm just saying. Let's just put that out there. And so, Happy Mother's Day, or late Mother's Day, and I hope you had a blessed one. So, let's get started about this curse of yours. Some of you know my story, some of you do not. I was raised in a very positive and religious family. It was amazing. It was always very supportive there. I was always expected to do great things, and you know, it has come to fruition, and there's a reason for that. But there was a time in my life where I was not the happiest with who I was, and I felt like I was different from everybody else, and that I tried really hard to fit in, and I let go of a lot of the pieces of myself that made me special whenever I was growing up, because I felt alone all the time. And there's been a lot more situations in the past, like recently, that have brought me to the level that I am today. And one of the things that I had to realize is that my curse, this thing that I thought a curse, that curse of mine and that curse of yours, that curse of mine wasn't actually a curse at all. See, what we fail to realize is that God actually gives us things that we can handle that somebody else cannot handle. We're going to be put through some things that you would think would take down, it would probably take down the normal person. It would take down an elephant, a rhinoceros, and a blue whale all at the same time. But it was given to you to go through because you have the power to get through it. Ladies and gentlemen, so that curse that you're cursing about, that thing that you're talking about that you wish you didn't have, like you're not smart enough, you're not beautiful enough, you don't think you can do it, all this stuff that you say in your mind, first of all, it's a curse to your mind. Let's talk about that, because as long as you keep saying the negative things in here, you will never exude the positive things out there. If I put, let's say I have a juicer, this is a juicer, right? If I put apples in the juicer, I'm gonna get apple juice or some form of apple juice. But if I put styrofoam into the juicer, I'm not gonna get apples. You get what I'm saying? So be very aware, once we always talk about it, as a man thinketh, be very aware of what goes into your mind, right? So stop telling yourself you're a curse, number one, because you're not a curse. You're going through some things that God needs you to have as an arsenal. See, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, we look at our curses as being something that we're being put through because we're having a bad life, we're having bad luck. But in all reality, what you're doing is you're building up your arsenal. So all those things I went through, feeling sad, being made fun of as a kid, all those things I went through where people were picking on me and taunting me, all those things I went through when I'm going home and I'm feeling sad and I'm all alone, and all those times that I've been rejected by all these people, men and women don't want to be my friend, and women don't want to date me, and all this stuff that I'm going through is actually preparing me for the arsenal to be able to help someone else. It was never a curse. It's still not a curse. What it is a preparation. So I was put through some things so that I have the ability and the power to want to speak. Because if I didn't feel low, who knows? If I didn't feel like the low man on the totem pole, and I didn't feel like I wanted to include everybody and help everyone, I may not be sitting in front of you here right now. It was all a process. Some things I had to go through to make sure that I was going to be ready for whenever my time came and I could give to people as I needed to go. So it wasn't a curse for me. Now, it felt like a curse as I was going through it. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, to heat food, you got to get it hot first. If you want to cook food, you got to heat it up. And so you can't complain about the heat that's heating your food at the same time want warm food. The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, you just have to realize that the heat is a necessary component that will allow for you to heat your food. So that thing that you're going through, ladies and gentlemen, that thing that is making you you, the thing that you feel is a curse to you, stop saying it. 1. 2, realize that has been given to you as a gift and a blessing. because you're going to be able to help somebody who's not as strong as you are. You're going to be able to help somebody else who can't do it and can't get through it like you can. It's not a curse. It's never a curse. It's a blessing. It's your arsenal. You're preparing yourself for something more. Ladies and gentlemen, if we don't go through anything, think about this. If you don't go through anything, if you don't go to school to learn how to read, then you cannot, you can't get a high-paying job, right? Because you're gonna need to read some things, or you got to find somebody who can read some things. But follow me here. So if you have these situations, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be able to play football, you got to do a little bit of weightlifting. You're preparing yourself. Now that it's gonna hurt. I mean, I don't know if there's ever been a situation that you're up there squatting and it feels great, but all I know is this, ladies and gentlemen, you were meant for something great. You were meant for something amazing. But the problem is that you're looking at what you're going through as a curse. And in all reality, it's your building block. It's your necessity. It's what's going to take you to the next level. But if you don't feel like it's a blessing and you look down on it as a curse, you're going to keep putting negativity in your body. And as you put negativities in your body, what you're going to notice is that you're going to keep getting negative things out. The inside is a reflection of the outside. What you put in will come on the outside. You ever notice that some of those people in your life that they just can't seem to get things right? There's a reason for that. Ask them what they're talking to themselves about. I have a friend of mine who I just got done speaking with, and I asked her, I said, hey, how do you feel about yourself? She's like, I feel fine. And I finally got into it. She just started laying into herself. Like, first of all, we're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that to yourself anymore, because you're creating this negative life that's getting negative results, which is it's a cycle, ladies and gentlemen. All you got to do is stop putting the wrong things into you and believe that you're not cursed, but you're blessed. That's the only difference. The only difference is your thought process in this whole thing. And so let me go back to the quote and let me explain why I use this one. There is no darkness but ignorance. Ladies and gentlemen, we feel like what we are going through is darkness. But in all reality, it's the fact that we don't understand what it actually is that makes it feel like darkness. Oh, it's going to take you down, ladies and gentlemen, but every muscle that you build has to be broken down and torn and broken down and torn. And that's how you build muscle, because it rebuilds itself. Muscle's not built on top of muscle without the muscle first breaking down. So, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be broken down. Now, the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go to the other side. Some of you will never reach your blessings because your ego won't let you get broken down. You're too busy thinking so highly of yourself that you don't even realize that you got to come down off your high horse for you to be somebody that needs to go to the next level to bring even more people into your circle. I'm going to tell you right now, your ego is your curse. I'm put that out there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and get off here, but I just want you to keep in mind that you are the greatest thing that has ever happened to you. Sometimes in your mind, you're not going to say that, which is going to reflect in your life, but you're the greatest thing. And all the things that you're going through are a necessity for you, because that necessity for you is going to take you to the next level. I'm going to give you 3 examples right off the jump of my favorite personal development speakers that I listen to. Inky Johnson. About to go to the NFL, been working all his life, lived in poverty. NFL will change his family's life. One play, hit somebody, goes into the hospital, about to die, can no longer move his left arm, never play football again. But that was that situation was his curse, but it gave him that platform to understand and speak to people. Eric Thomas, raised by a single mom, lived in he actually was homeless for a little bit. Lived in no education, not finished school, and ate out of trash cans. And it was that piece that helped, that gave him the momentum and the understanding to go to the next level. Les Brown, he was actually left on somebody's doorstep and adopted, and was labeled educated, mentally retarded, I guess at the time, that's what he called it, and told that he couldn't do anything, couldn't learn, and couldn't read. And that was what his base was. That was his curse. But it turns out that wasn't his curse. But the thing is, it was blocking him to give somebody else a chance to understand him. So when he gets to the level that he's at right now, when he's speaking to somebody, now they're like, okay, wait a second, if he can do it, so can I. Ladies and gentlemen, there's so many people. Michael Jordan getting cut from his high school team. There are so many people out there. Kurt Warner not being able to, he actually was a grocer. There's people with power, ladies and gentlemen, and your gift is being hidden because you're not ready for it yet. Be grateful that your gift is being hidden. It's like giving a gun to a child, ladies and gentlemen. They're not ready for something like that. And you're not ready for your gift yet, but it's in you. Your gift is ready for you. Your gift is waiting for you, but you've got to first get through your curse. You got to build your blocks to become strong enough to be the next person to take on all that you're supposed to take on. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not weak. You're as strong as you allow yourself to be. So stop talking down to yourself and being negative, ladies and gentlemen. The world needs the best version of you, and it does not lie in your negativity. And that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I believe and I love in each and every one of you. Thank you for being here today. Happy Mother's Day again to those I didn't say happy Mother's Day to. I appreciate you. I love you all. And remember, if no one else believes in you, just remember I do. And if you ever have a situation where you don't know what to do, then come my way. I will gladly give you a hug, a handshake, and a happy hello or something. I don't know. But you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.